What's up, guys? Chris Walker back here again with some more helpful advice for you. Today we're going to talk about stress, but we're going to talk specifically about how to lower stress. Currently on the channel, we've done some videos on common signs of stress and causes of stress, but now I want to tell you some actionable stuff about how to actually reduce it quickly. There are different types of stress. It can come in a lot of different forms. There's the physical stress, there's mental stress, emotional stress, nutritional stress, which really affects, on like a cellular stress level, and behavioral stress that is, caused from doing stuff like smoking cigarettes, drinking a lot of alcohol, not sleeping enough, stuff that's like more habit related directly. So let's talk about 7 ways to lower your stress levels, and you can do all 7 of these things. You can do a few of them, but they're all useful. So the first thing, which I'm also going to do another video on like breathing techniques and that sort of thing, but the practice of mindfulness in general. And I used to think like, this stuff is a bunch of bullshit. Mindful. Whatever, just sounds like a bunch of woo-woo stuff. However, when you actually for me, what really did it with like realizing how beneficial meditation can be, was just the act of like starting to do a breathing practice in the mornings, and doing deep breathing, like sitting up straight and really just breathing up. Through, if you just visualize it, like up through your spine to the top of your head, hold it, and then breathe back down, like release it. Doing that for even 10 minutes, I felt a lot better instantly. And so sometimes it just, people could talk about stuff all day long, but if you don't actually try something yourself, and like I said, it was really less of a psychological thing and more of just a purely physical thing of breathing deeper. And I felt way more energy. I felt way better. I could concentrate better. I just felt clear. So sometimes it just takes that. But there's actually a lot of good research showing on like breathing and meditation that it lowers stress levels, slash cortisol levels. So it's pretty legit. You should try it out if you haven't tried it before. You feel good. Second on the list is a recovery bath, and this thing is interesting, and one of the best I've felt in the last year or so was when I had just started the breathing, but then also I was doing this kind of bath with a foot bath. Actually, I found this like foot bath thing at the CVS pharmacy, and it was like $30 or whatever. It was this little foot bath. You stick your feet in it, but I made this mix in it, which I'm going to tell you about here. It was basically Epsom salt, some table salt, some sugar, baking soda, niacinamide, caffeine, and aspirin. And you could also put like lavender oil and that kind of thing in there. And if you sit there with your feet in this little foot bath, actually, like you push a button and it bubbles. You plug it in. It's pretty cool. You just sit there for like an hour. I was feeling so relaxed, so good after that. So that's a good way to lower your stress levels if you want to try that. You could do this in a regular bathtub too, though. You can it probably is even better if you have your whole body in it. But yeah, the bath with the good minerals is a really good way to relax. Now, third up on the list is adaptogens. So adaptogenic herbs are extremely powerful. By definition, an adaptogen is an anti-stress herb. So there are quite a few of them out there. You can just Google adaptogens, but my favorite is KSM 66 ashwagandha, which we have in Tester OX. But adaptogenic herbs, like at one point I went through when I was living in Austin, Texas. This is when I realized how insane, like how effective these things are. I actually was taking like liquid adaptogens and in a high dose because I just wanted to see like how I would feel, and I would take it every single day, the liquid adaptogens, and I started to notice that I wasn't getting a hangover at all. And I even tested it once. I like drank a bunch of margaritas and whiskey and like all this random stuff in the same night. No hangover. It was insane. So that was when I realized it. But I realized also that wasn't a very healthy way to try and test things. So in general, taking the adaptogenic herbs, though, you're going to sleep better. It helps to restore libido, too, if you really have lost libido. And there's also research showing that things like ashwagandha are going to increase testosterone and everything. So that's a good one. Now, fourth up on the list is drink bone broth. Now, bone broth contains a lot of amazing stuff in it. I mean, it's a lot of these nutrients that are coming from the bones, from the marrow, that are really going to help you out. So things like gelatin, collagen, and even animal skin. A lot of people don't consume that much anymore. You just, like, everyone's just trying to get the white meat off the chicken, for example. However, you get a lot of good amino acids in this. You get the glycine, like these are anti-inflammatory amino acids. You get the glycine, the proline, alanine, hydroxyproline in the bone broth, and it can be a good, like, especially if you're trying to drop some weight, drop some body fat, it can be a good meal replacement to just drink a bowl of like good bone broth with some salt or some garlic. It's going to help you a lot, and it's very good. The glycine and the proline especially are very good for lowering stress levels. Now, fifth up on the list is to reduce oxidative stress in general, and this is like cellular stress. One of the biggest things that you can do is first off, consume antioxidants, so vitamin E, vitamin C, glutathione. Those are going to help to lower your oxidative stress. And then second is to stop consuming foods that are going to cause it in the first place. So the big one is PUFAs. Polyunsaturated fats are very unstable. They basically break into free radicals when they're exposed to any kind of heat, light, oxygen. Obviously, oxygen is very prevalent. Light, heat, those are very common things that are going to break these unstable bonds. So PUFAs in general are very toxic in the body. You just want to avoid those and then consume antioxidants. 6 up on the list, walk in nature. There's actually a study done in Japan where they had people walking in the forest and in the city, and they measured their cortisol levels, and the people that were walking in the forest had significantly lower cortisol levels. I mean, this could be for a lot of different reasons, like they were breathing fresher air, they were more relaxed, there's more sunlight, even something like grounding, walking with barefoot in nature can help. So that's a good one. And then 7th, last but not least on the list, is to sleep. I mean, optimize your sleep schedule. I always say get 8 to 10 hours of sleep per night, especially if you're struggling with sleep. Just say you devote yourself to 8 to 10 hours of sleep, or at least 8 to 10 hours of laying in bed every single night for 6 months, and you're going to feel like a different person. You're going to feel awesome. So a couple things you can do is just have a routine before bed that helps to really set the mood for you. You can wear things like the blue light blocking glasses, which we're actually developing. Greg O'Gallagher and I are developing a line of them that it's going to be really cool. They're going to look good, and they're going to give you the benefits of blocking the blue light. Make sure that your bedroom is dark. Keep it cold. It's a lot easier to sleep in the cold than it is to sleep when you're sweating. I hate sleeping. I hate the heat when I'm sleeping. I mean, and also if you're receptive to caffeine, avoid that later in the day. Do some reading before bed. All this stuff helps. Drink bone broth before you go to bed. I mean, the glycine is really going to help you sleep. So there's a lot of stuff you can do to help with sleep. Now, again, just to recap, mindfulness, meditation, breathing, that sort of thing. First up, take a recovery bath with the mineral bath, adaptogens, bone broth, reduce oxidative stress by consuming antioxidants and lowering your PUFA intake, walk in nature, and optimize your sleep. Hopefully this was helpful, and thanks for watching.